What if I told you that in February 2026, GoHighLevel quietly released a chatbot update that completely changed how automations convert, and 90% of agencies haven't even noticed yet? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a high converting chatbot inside GoHighLevel using the newest updates so you can automate conversations, book appointments, and stop leaving money on the table. All right, so the first thing you want to do is log into your GoHighLevel account. Once we're on your agency, we're going to switch over to the sub account where we want to set up the AI chatbot. So I'm in the sub account. Now I'm going to go to AI agents. And here I want to get started with conversation AI. So I'm going to create my first conversation AI agent, create bot. And these are the options that I have. You'll have a guided form set up. So this is perfect for basic lead capturing and appointment booking. And this doesn't really require complex logic or conditions. So if you have a lead form or you want it to help with appointment booking or for general Q&A, you'll select this one. But we're going to go with prompt-based bot because we want to provide our own custom instructions and personalize this bot as much as possible, not only for appointment booking, but also for a more personal so not only for appointment booking, but also for a more personalized lead capturing process. So I'm going to click under create new bot. And here, I'm going to show you some of the options you have here. So if you want it specifically for a general QA, then you would select the first one. And this will simplify the customer's interactions by answering common questions instantly, frequently asked questions, and also providing a quick resolution and improving customer satisfaction. This is the first one. Now we also have appointment booking. So this bot is going to help streamline the appointment booking process by assisting users in selecting available slots and confirming appointments. So this is perfect for a business with a high volume of scheduling needs. This will be automatic. You can have it on the website, so this will be amazing. Here we have marketplace templates, and these are pre-built AIs. So AI agents that are tested and are running specifically for marketplaces. So this is also a great option. But for this one, let's just start from scratch. That way we can add in our prompts and make sure that the bot is super trained however we want it to be. So I'm going to continue here and I'm going to input the bot name. I'm just going to put employee AI. Now here we're going to select the status. And here we want to select autopilot because we want the bot to reply automatically based on the trained data that we're going to provide. Now, next, I'm also going to select the supported communication channels. I want to do everything all in one. I wanted to do SMS, Instagram, Facebook. I want a chat widget. I want a live chat. And I also want WhatsApp to be available. So if you want to choose something else, you have all these options. If you want just one, you can try it out that way as well. And now for advanced settings, we're going to enter the business name. So I'm just going to go with SWS team autopilot mode. So here you can select the wait time before responding. In this case, for me, 2 seconds work great. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And here you can also select the maximum messages a bot can send in a conversation. So I'm just going to go up to 100. Why not? Let's do that. And here you can also enable if you want the bot to respond to images, voice notes, etc. Here you can also select the response settings. So if I want to enable response style settings, so if you turn this on, you can select how detailed your AI responses should be. So this is also available. I'm going to save what I have so far. And now we're going to move on to the bot training. So this is where we're going to start testing and actually giving prompts to our AI so that it can act and respond the way we want it to. So here I'm just going to create a new knowledge base. I'm just going to name it training 1 SWS team. And now we want to add in a description. All right, so the description can be short. This is the prompt that I want to add in. I'm just going to say you're an AI assistant for a residential electrician in Las Vegas. Your job is to answer customer questions, qualify leads, and help book appointments. Be friendly. All right, so I'm gonna create. All right, so this is where I'm gonna start adding all the knowledge data for the bot. For example, if I click here, I'm going to be able to add in the URL and extract all the data for the system to learn it and be able to answer questions more accurately. So here is where I would paste the website content or the URL specifically. For the frequently asked questions, we have none available, but here under add source, you can add the questions you want. So for example, what are your hours? So here I'm going to say we are a 24-hour service. So this is the first one. Let's say I want to add in what services do you provide? So we do home visits, etc., etc. So this is just an example, but as you can see here, you can add as many as you want. You can just feed it. So as you can see here, you can add as many as you want, and so as you can see here, you can add in as many as you want, and you can keep feeding it with information, and really as much as you give it, the better. And it's also going to be able to have a super smooth interaction. Here under tables, I can also add in CSV files with everything I want. And here I can just add in as much text as I want as well. So let's say I wanted to keep telling it to, all right, so here in the frequently asked questions, you can just adding all the questions. I would also suggest add service descriptions, pricing information, business hours, service areas. So the more context you provide, the more accurate your chatbot becomes. So if you skip this step, all the responses will feel super generic and it's not going to be as smooth as it could be. So here, as you can see, you also have file upload. So you can upload files, you can add text, you can add tables and CSV files as well. So now if I go back to Conversation AI, here you can see the new employee right now is on autopilot and it's created. Here under edit, you can add in more details and train it as much as you can. You can see here the bot training we went over, and we have the existing knowledge base that we created here. So you can edit as much as you want with the links, the files, the frequently asked questions. And here, if we also go to the agent list, you can also edit the bot goals, the dashboard, the details. Now here under bot goals, you can also add in more prompts. These are some prompts that I want to add in as additional information. For example, if someone asks about services, explain briefly and ask why or what they need help with. If someone wants pricing, provide a range and ask qualifying questions. And if someone wants to book, collect their name, phone number, and preferred date. So here we can also set up the appointment booking options. So here you can actually just select the calendar. Let's say I want to do demo call. So in this case, you see that the calendar call is not active. So make sure that if you're adding a call, I'm going to rewind this part. All right, so here you can also set up your actions for appointment booking if you wanted to trigger a workflow, contact information, human handover. So it can literally hand over a conversation to the admin under specific conditions. And here you can also transfer bots. So if you wanted to transfer the conversation to another bot that's going to be able to help it and give a little more assistance, or if you want to adding an automatic follow-up. So this is going to allow the bot to follow up with the contact when a specific condition is met. So for example, for appointment booking, the only thing you need to add in is connect the calendar or call that you previously created and that you want the bot to help you book in the calls. You can also add in multiple calendars. So let's say you're doing this for hair salon or nail salon or massage. Maybe they have multiple employees and you want to be able to add in all their calendars. Or maybe you're doing this for different services. So you can also select specific calendars for this. Now, here you can also see that you can just connect your GPT. So you can not only train it, but you can also connect ChatGPT or another AI that's going to help you make this a little bit more automatic. So now for triggering a workflow, something to keep in mind is that this is also going to help you create contacts. So it's going to create contacts based on the workflow you have, right? So here you can also add in triggering a workflow. So you can select one or more workflows to trigger. So these are the workflows that I have that are linked up to my calendars. So if after they book a call, I also want to trigger that workflow and have them receive reminders for the meeting or a link or specific information for that call or appointment, I'll be able to also add it and select it here. So you can clarify or define the scenario and situation when you want the workflows to be triggered. Let's say only trigger the workflow if they book the call with this specific person or at this specific time. So you'll be able to add in more information for that purpose. Contact information here, you can also update the fields for a contact. This is going to update empty fields if a contact that already exists in the system is adding their information to the chat. And also what we just went over, the human handover, where you can add in the example scenarios where you want the bot to pass on the conversation or pass on the conversation to a human. And this is going to convert from an AI chat conversation to a live two-way conversation. So this is going to help you with that as well. And transfer bot, you can not only transfer this over to a human, but you can also add in transferring it to another bot. So maybe you have another bot that's a little bit more trained for fulfilling the purpose or answering certain questions. So you can just add in the scenarios where this can happen and the transfer and the bot can hand over the conversation to another bot, which is crazy. But yeah, it's just so many updates and this can help automate this process a lot for your clients as well. Right. And lastly, this is the dashboard for our new employee. And this is where you'll be able to see everything in one place. So it's going to have all the data of the contacts it created, the actions that were triggered, how many appointments were booked, and the total amount of messages as well. Really building an AI chatbot inside GoHighLevel is super simple, and the platform is going to handle the entire infrastructure for you. Your job is just to give it clear instructions, strong context, and define objectives. So if you do that properly, you can literally build a fully functional AI chatbot in under 15 minutes. So that's it. Now, if you want a full course, more prompts, live chats, a free setup call, and everything you need to get started with this business, join our community. Here we have a full course that's going to teach you how to set up an AI agency literally from scratch. We have prompts, we have the sales process, we have cold calling tips. We literally have everything you need to be able to deliver these services, sell them, and have an ongoing revenue without the need to do anything else. So, yeah, hope you can check this out, and I'll see you in the next one.